Good morning, everybody. Bill Unich bringing you another episode of Mindset Monday. Hey, I hope you had a great Independence Day weekend as we were coming off a long 3-day weekend here on this Monday. And so today's topic, what I want to talk about is maybe something just a little bit different. And for me, it's probably one of the most challenging things at times to talk about. And that is finding peace in my life. And a lot of us may call it, clarity, may call it calmness, whatever that part of it is. And if you're anything like me, one of the biggest things that I struggle with is controlling my mind, because I'm constantly thinking about so many different things, solving problems, how to make my business better, relationships, all of those things. And it kind of just keeps going and going and going. And what I find of it is that in my daily life is really trying to find and to work on calming my mind and finding what I call peace, having some peace in my day, some quietness, so I can gain clarity over things that I really want to get better in my life. And so many times I think that we live in this world of, it's the constant, we hear it, it's the grind, it's the hustle. It's like just got to keep going and keep going and keep moving. And I believe in goals and being in action and doing those things. But also what I have found is that can be at times like super overwhelming, because when we don't have that peace or that clarity, is sometimes that we can get into this spiral, into this spin of really never really getting things accomplished the way that we wanted to get them accomplished. And why getting that peace in our lives is so important. And a couple of things, and then I'll just kind of what I've found and share them with you to hopefully that it may be helpful, is that peace also, it gives us access to our best thinking. So when we slow down, when I get into a place, and I've started, several years ago working on this, is starting my day off in meditation and in prayer. And I'm always seeking for myself and what I believe is seeking, what is God's peace for me in my life, and to get into a place to where I can kind of slow down. So I'm able to hear that, because in a world full of chaos and things go on the go, it's almost impossible. I know it is for me to be able to hear that, and when we're at peace, it helps us protect our energy. I know that when I'm kind of get that calmed down, and by nature, I'm a fast moving and constant in motion person, but I need to, going back to that energy part, to recharge and to find that calmness and to slow that down. And it creates better outcomes that I find, because then I can get really kind of clear, like, hey, what is this one thing that I'm maybe been working on that I need to really just get clear on what that is. And it's kind of slowing everything down. I love to be on the go, but one of the things, and we live down in Southwest Florida, and one of the things that I find in calmness is in when we're out on the water, so on the boat or on the beach, and just kind of disconnected from the world, not looking at my phone, not even taking that and having access to that, and getting grounded, and then finding that peace in nature. And it may be in nature where you find that. I also find it in God's word as well. And so I would just challenge you today is, if you're feeling this, if we're coming off that 3-day weekend where we had some time off, and now it's like, oh, now we're back in it because I only had a 4-day work week last week and we got to make it up. We got to hustle and do all of those things. Is carve out some time in your day to find some of that, just a little bit, just some of that peace, and rest in that. And I truly believe it's easy to say, it's harder to do. And I definitely understand that, especially if you're wired like I am. But I'm just telling you that if you'll tap into that piece of it, it can definitely change everything that you're doing in your life. And so it's what I wanted to share with you today on today's Mindset Monday. I hope that's helpful. Some quick little hacks of things that you can do to help find just some quick peace. One, turn off your notifications for a period of the day, so you're not getting totally bombarded, right, with everything that's happening, whatever is going on in the world. Probably it's the news and all of that stuff is probably not going to make a difference. The other thing is that clean your space. This is one of the things that I learned a long time ago. Is like I have, obviously, in my office, is my workspace being cleaned and being organized, because then I don't have that clutter all around me that's in my mind. And so, and then just say no to one distraction today. So maybe it's something that somebody wanted you to do that you're like, you really don't want to do that. And so it's just, start saying maybe no to more things, because that will allow you to say yes to maybe some things that are going to, they're going to serve you in a much better way. So that's what I've got for you today. A little long today on Mindset Monday, but I wanted to just kind of share that with you. If you're having those challenges, is just some ideas on how to gain more peace and how peace can lead to productivity, because sometimes we have to slow down before we can speed up. So as always, hey, go out and make it an awesome week, and I'll see you guys